Hi, welcome to My Cup of TV with Jenny, JD
and Erin.
We're back with more BTS. So, JD, what are we watching?
Well, this week, Kat and I were thinking of, obviously you guys had your first taster and the first few videos that we watched last week. You seem to like it. You're on the beginning of the rabbit hole wanting to continue down, which is a good sign. Happens to everyone. So this week we were like, oh, what should we do? Kat was like, let's go for Throwback week. So we are now going to go back to the beginning and we're going to show the girls their very first videos. So we've got a few good ones. You guys already know what they are. There's such this internal battle that goes on because obviously we're going to go back to 2013 when the guys were teenagers and JK was literally 15 when they first started.
Who's their like target audience? Is it like the standard boy bands have like the teen fandom, or they've got a larger target audience? I know they've got like us very teen people, but
we're teenagers.
Yeah. What was their like initial?
I think when they first came out, their sort of demographic audience were sort of teenage girls. But of course, anybody else, their whole vibe about standing up for the youth in Korea of a lot of pressure and sort of societal conditioning, I think that would have spoken to boys, girls, a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? A lot of young people. So although I think the most of their base when they first came out were teenage girls, I definitely think that they would have had fans who were boys as well, and older teenagers. But literally that has, as they have evolved and the topics they cover, the barriers they've broken, what they talk about, which is very sort of can be taboo in Korea, where they're doing that, they're expanding more. They're, especially with their Love Yourself series, their fan base is, when I went to the concerts, old, young, all sorts, literally. Like, we're gonna go back to the beginning. Just wanted to check in, obviously, since our last week, you guys were feeling, obviously, a bit of JK, a bit of RM, a bit of J-Hope. J-Hope loves Stranger Things, by the way, as well. J-Hope loves...
Send him our videos!
Meant to be.
J-Hope loves Stranger Things. So we obviously listened to a few songs in our first series. Have you been listening to them on Spotify? Have you liked them? What's been going on since then?
Yes, I have a playlist of 6 songs, which goes very quickly, and then it's 6 songs.
It does. It goes very quickly. Yeah.
So it's more of I need to get some more songs for this playlist.
That's it. They're not allowed to watch other content or look at anything Anything for kids.
I'm still leaning towards. I can't remember what I said last time as my favourite, but Boy with Love has definitely become a favourite with Airplane Part 2 and Not Today.
Yeah, all tunes.
Yeah.
So I only listened to the songs this morning coming here.
Refresher.
I was like, let me see how, like, if they are actually as addictive as it came across without the videos,
right.
Just with the music. And each song, as soon as I put it on, I was like, oh yeah, it's that one. Oh yeah, it's that one. And yeah, so that I was quite surprised by that, to be honest. And then Aeroplane Part 2, as I said, we were chatting earlier, it was just in my head, and I won't do my little recreation of the...
She can say mariachi.
I was like, I don't know what the word is.
Na 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 na. Well, when you don't speak Korean,
you just didn't make sounds.
Yeah, because speak English, guys.
Yeah,
come on.
You want to sing along with them, and it's true. We don't know most of the lyrics, but I get that. You want to be in touch with it.
When I listen to Mic Drop, I'm kind of just going, no, hella thick.
Yeah. We can teach you the chorus, at least, the chorus in English, that's fine.
And I mentioned to you earlier that I do wonder whether me leaning towards Boy with Love is because there's more English words in it, and Airplane Part 2 being a more Spanish vibe that we hear a lot on our radio, whether both of those songs are just what I'm more used to, and so I feel more drawn to them or more comfortable with them already because they're more familiar.
Yeah, well, we'll see as time goes on what songs sort of keep piquing your interest and you keep repeating. So the guys, when they first came out, they were coming out with they were very, very heavily influenced by American hip hop, so they were coming out with more of a hard hitting kind of hip hoppy vibe with their own flavour on it. So that's kind of the vibe now, which is going to be very, very different to Boy with Love.
Okay, yeah.
So the song we're going to start off first with, of course, we already know, it's called No More Dream. So, and the vibe of this song, as I said to you before, they came out and they were speaking about for the youth in Korea about the societal conditioning and the pressure to go to school, get good. And it's not a bad thing, but it's just obviously when those pressures and those standards become too much, and if you're struggling, like,
then it becomes unhealthy.
Yeah, and I mean, growing up's hard enough anyway. But yeah, so they were sort of saying societal conditioning and the pressure and everyone having to get good grades, get a good job, make your family proud, all these things. And it was a lot of pressure, and nobody was really talking about how South Korea had like a really high teen suicide rate. At one point it was the highest in the world. And so they came out basically kind of being advocates for that group, and this is what this song is all about. And they're basically saying,
bold.
screw your standards, this is us.
That's bold to do if you're like, please like my music. You'd think people then move into that once they've got popularity, they've got a bit of backing, but to come out the bat with, we hope you like us, but also we're going to make a difference.
Yeah.
Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. If you head over to my Patreon, I am 2 videos ahead. So you can also catch up on my Buffy videos, my Stranger Things videos, the Umbrella Academy, and yeah. Do you know what the next 2 songs are?
Yeah, they're going to be... Well, they're in order, so Army should know this already. But No More Dream, and it's going to be Bulletproof Part 2, and then it's going to be No... Everybody say no. That doesn't mean anything to you guys right now, but it will.
If you head over to my Patreon, they're already on there. And please, if you click the link in the description, you can head over to Big Hit Labels where you can watch this video. Not our video, BTS's video.
The original.
In full, the original video. Always support the original content.
Are they on a school bus? We don't know how young they are.
Do they have the same school buses as America then?
Oh no, but you said it was to do with like American hip hop they were influenced by, right? I did wonder if they were going to introduce them all.
Well, this is their debut song, so it would make sense to introduce them. Look how tiny he is.
It definitely seems more American immediately.
Like
even what they're wearing.
Yeah, in like the street and. They're very like dark clothing.
Is it weird to say it's almost like a goth hip hop?
Goth pop.
It looks like a Ouija board on his t-shirt.
Oh no, and there's a school bell. So young.
So
young. School bell, they're like, warning,
warning, we're underage.
Don't be a pair.
Yeah, it definitely seems more American. And
like obviously more hip-hoppy, if you know what I mean. It's like it's an obvious try to be a bit more hip-hoppy.
I haven't seen a lot of the dancing yet, but it already looks not as advanced as what they do now. Now you see it's all very synchronised and it looks really polished, whereas this looks a bit more...
They haven't got into the choreo yet.
Okay.
But I would say, I mean, I'm in sort of performing arts anyway, so they are still very, very good at this point. They practice. They make it look so easy, right? But they are really, really good. But yes, you are right. There's no doubt they have absolutely improved, and also they've ventured out into different styles yet, which like now obviously the girls haven't seen like Black Swan and things like that, which we'll get to. But yeah, their dancing has definitely advanced. But they are still really good at this point. But yeah, we haven't seen a lot of choreo that displays that just yet.
And I'll also say, don't hate me, I don't like the outfits. It looks...
Me too.
From what I've already seen of them, it doesn't feel like them.
Yeah.
It feels like guys who have been dressed for a music
They're
video.
more manufactured here. Yeah.
If you'd shown me this, we've watched like a minute, or even that. If you'd shown me this first, I'd have been like, no, not my thing. I'm not like the chains and the... Yeah, I'm not so on board. But because I've seen the other bits, this doesn't feel authentic.
Yeah, this feels more boy band manufactured than...
Yeah, and I think that's a fair statement, because when they did debut, it very much was. And that was also very much the time in Korea, that's the way that I think groups were put together. So I think they, in a way, they were coming out with what they wanted to say, but there were certain things I think that they still not adhered to, but they didn't follow, because that's just the way it was at the time. But they've definitely advanced more now in things like their style and their personalities. You can definitely see more of them in their music now. But yeah, you're right to see the comparison.
Also, though, they're so young that you're going to be listening to the people who are telling you this is what you're supposed to do more than you would now, where you go, do you know what, I don't care, this is where I want to go.
Yeah.
This is going to be a bit more, well, we'll do what they say and then we'll...
Yeah. Well, also, see. They actually came out as like a... I think when they wanted to come out as like a hard-hitting hip-hop group, there wasn't anybody like that in K-pop. So I think that's another reason why they went for this vibe so strongly, with the chains and the obvious kind of... more distinctive, very Americanized, old-school hip-hop. I think they were trying to embrace that so much more so, because it did make them stand out from any other group that was on the K-pop scene at that time, and I think that's a big reason why.
Okay.
That was a very like grungy.
Was that JK rapping?
Was that very...
No, I thought don't say it's cute because they got the
Korean, or is that like standard speech?
Can we pause this for 1 second? Yes, that's okay. So Erin just asked if that was particularly quick in terms of rapping. It's interesting you say that. Back in the early days, they did have JK do a bit of rapping. JK then went on more to focus on vocals, although he can still rap, and he does on like their festas and stuff. But the main rappers of the group are RM, Sugar, and J-Hope. But when you talk about speed, we have not yet got into the rappers. They have actually solo performances as well, and RM and Sugar are, I'm happy to say, two of the fastest rappers in the world.
It's fast.
Is there a bit of guyliner going on?
Oh yeah,
I love
they got guyliner.
I was thinking of you. I like this shimmy.
Yeah, this bit sounds nice.
Wait for it. I'm trying not to dance along.
Harry Potter.
I was thinking,
Did you see that? He shot him. His glasses came off.
I just feel...
It's definitely getting more...
You can feel the melody.
Yeah, I can feel it more.
I'm just a bit genre confused, because I feel like I could be watching like, I don't know, maybe a bit like 182 or something like that.
But so it's the guyliner and the grunge clashing with the hip hoppiness of it. So you're like, which one is it?
Yeah, but and I think
goth hip hop.
It's and I think I like the like gothy grunge vibe. That's the thing. I'm like,
so someone's going to comment on this going, it's more emo.
Yeah. And to be honest, it doesn't actually matter. Like me personally, I don't care what box it fits. It's just whether you like it or you don't. You know what I mean? Like you listen to music and someone says it's country, it's whatever. I'm like, I don't really mind. I'm open minded. I'll hear it and listen to it, and if I like it, I like it. Great.
But what's interesting, having then seen the stuff they do later on, where they do, obviously, like with Airplane Part 2, and they're bringing in these different cultures, the different styles of dancing and stuff like that, you're seeing that already here, where they are bringing in the different bits. So they've obviously been doing that very early on, so they must know a lot about music and culture to bring it all in, because this wasn't just like, I don't think this was a little accident. And I love that I've been looking in the background, because obviously all the graffiti's got like their names been like everywhere. They're really like, we are BTS.
Yeah. They're trying to make a statement. Obviously,
I also feel like their later videos, now watching this, feel more relaxed. Like they look more relaxed.
Yeah, it's almost like
this is what we do, and it's just easy for us now. We know what we're doing.
I mean, it depends. It depends. They definitely still have some songs that are hard hitting, and we'll get to those. They've definitely got songs that are like, "This is us, and we're doing our thing," and you can't deny that. So
this feels like a lot more. Maybe it's the camera work as well. A lot more.
It's very intense. Yeah, it's very intense, isn't it? It's their launch. It's their debut. They've got something to say, and they want to be seen. So I see what you mean. Like they needed to get out there and to get seen.
It does feel, very much in the camera, we are BTS.
Yeah.
Whereas later on,
and they were probably so excited.
More relaxed.
They were probably so excited. It's the first music video. But, can't blame them. But, yeah, the RM and Sugar were rappers before this. Jimin was a dancer.
Before this, they're like 12.
Yeah.
How have they done so much in their lives?
RM was, I think, 17 at this time, and Sugar was 18 or 19.
Are they saying money?
They joke about it now, but it's not.
Didn't expect that because I thought they were quite conservative. Well, make a statement.
But the American thing,
yeah,
it's another way to get a little bit of attention there, isn't it?
I suppose it's no price is bad press, is it?
We don't mind if Jim is going to do that.
Yeah, we don't mind if Jimin's going to do that.
it got my attention.
Even still at this stage, their outfits all linking together, and I do really enjoy that. Even though I don't like them individually.
It's still a theme.
Yeah.
Can we try
cool.
that?
No.
I'm being the one lifted though.
See how it's all about disruption and being unruly and not following the rules.
Yeah. Do you think they were going for like a global angle, bringing in this quite American stuff?
I'm not sure.
Thoughts on the theme of the song, because we didn't have any lyrics, is like No More Dream is a bit about no more me or us conforming to what you want us to be. That's the vibe I was getting, a bit more, we're bad,
Rebelling.
we're not going to do what you're saying we have to do.
Yeah.
So the little dance move where like they're stepping on one of the, I feel like that was maybe like a you can like climb up, you shouldn't have to like tread on other people on the way up.
Ooh, like a metaphor.
Yeah, and that
Ooh.
felt, because that was quite like a significant move to put in. I don't think that was maybe just for the fun of it. But yeah, it definitely had like a rebel vibe, and maybe because they were saying money, like maybe like the going out and working and money isn't everything, maybe like passion should also be a very prominent part of your life.
No, that's cool. That's interesting. I've never heard anyone say, "Oh, maybe that dance move is a metaphor." That's pretty cool. That could be.
So what was the
Maybe they'll call and tell me
what they're singing about?
Yeah.
Well, for example, like JK, when he was rapping there, he says, "Why don't you say anything? You don't want to study. You're too afraid to quit the school, right? See, you're getting ready for school. Grow up. Don't just talk. You have a glass mentality, boy. Ask yourself, when did you try so hard?" So, and again, that's an English translation of Korean lyrics, which is probably not. It's not going to be able to capture the exact, the exact word for word. And then the chorus is, "It's a lie, you're such a liar, see me, you hypocrite. Why are you telling me to go another way? Do well yourself, please don't force me. What's your dream, what's your dream? Is that your dream, is that your dream?" So it is, it's
so
about...
I'm on the right lines.
Yeah, so like
But it's really good that you guys got that just from feeling it.
This video, watching it, I was also thinking, when I was a teenage girl, I would have been all over that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
I would have loved
2013,
it.
right?
I
This
would
was
have,
from 2013.
well, obviously I wasn't a teenage girl in 2013, but in my teens,
Yes,
I would have loved that, and I would have.
You've been all
I
yeah.
would have been all about JK. Let's be honest. But I would have loved that.
It wouldn't have been my vibe then. If maybe if they just gone with like the grungier
Oh,
angle.
interesting. An emo grunge BTS. Can we imagine that?
That would have probably enticed me more. I think I would have been put off a little bit by the I feel
The
like
kind of hard-hitting chains and the hip hop vibe.
yeah, like the like
See again,
grab your
not
crotch
a big
kind of thing. That's
hip-hop,
maybe like
But I
not-
think them and that video would have at least piqued my interest in BTS.
You said as well you were starting to get the melody as it
Yeah,
was going on,
I
so you were
started
enjoying it.
feeling
You could, so that's good.
Didn't feel as alien as it did when it first started.
yeah, when it first starts,
It was
it's
a
definitely
shock.
brand new. So,
yeah.
but no, good, all good.
So that was BTS, No More Dream. Remember, check out on Patreon where we are 2 songs ahead. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.